Gentlefolk, ferals, and domesticated cryptids, welcome back to another episode of Wonder Bathos. This is episode 2 of season 4, or just episode 32, if that's easier to say. I am here with some special guests tonight, in real life, the real life friends, Bearded Gator and Lady Gator. Me and my wife attended their wedding. I've known Bearded Gator for a very long time now. It is an honor to have both of them and their wonderful family here on the show tonight. This is another first for me. I've never had a married couple on the show before, so this is going to be a lot of fun. How are you guys doing tonight? How you feeling?
Oh, we're doing great. Well, I'm doing great.
He's just happy he got to play spooky games.
Oh yeah, spooky games.
Is that it? Just using me for the spooky games. I see how it is. I see how it is.
Right.
No, I'm super pumped you guys are both here, and this is going to be a lot of fun tonight. We're going to have some fun. We're going to have some laughs. I usually like to break the ice a little bit and kind of let the audience get to know you guys and where your names came from. I know this is going to start like as a one-sided story, but then we can kind of work into it. So where did the name Bearded Gator come from?
So, I've been a member of a beard club for some years now, called the Bearded Centers. Pretty much everybody has an earned nickname. Actually, I got my nickname before, or same day I technically became a full member of this club. We were essentially a prospect, or what we call our red shirts, from another chapter, had stepped out of line. I came in as a prospect redshirt and started redshirting with that chapter. Anyway, he had stepped out of line, got a little drunk, acted a fool, and so I came in and helped put him in his place, essentially. Non-violent, but just kind of like, oh, you can't do that. But anyway, the president of our Oklahoma chapter at the time put that said member's black shirt that he was supposed to receive that weekend on me instead. So it's kind of an out of the blue, like, hey, guess what? We're going to full member you in his full member shirt. And these are like decked out Dickies work shirts that have a giant logo on the back. They have a nickname and rank on the chest, and then a chapter logo on the other side of the chest. And so they handed me that and put his shirt on me and all this big ordeal on video to put him on blast, like, hey, you can't show out like that. You can't act like that. Well, the Oklahoma chapter president, we were at his grandparents' house after a food bank we had worked that morning. And his grandpa looks over and goes, he's like, there's an old saying. Now, this kid's nickname was Keat. They called him Keat. I don't remember why. But essentially, his nickname was Parakeet, but they called him Keat. There's an old saying, don't let your mockingbird mouth overrun your alligator, or don't let your mockingbird ass overrun your alligator mouth, or something of that nature.
Gotta love the South, man.
Essentially, in this story, the gator bit the parakeet's ass. They changed it up for the parakeet, the Keat, instead of the mockingbird, and essentially I became Gator. I was the Gator in the story, and it just stuck. And so when started coming around on Twitch, not only the Gator, but the Bearded Gator, because one of a kind with a beard like mine.
Dude, yeah, for the audience, to give a little bit more insight, he wins national beard, or he competes and gets have you won a national beard competition? Like, you place, you've gotten like second or third place, right?
When I was 8 to 12 inch, I won.
Hear that, ladies?
Married with a baby on the way.
It's okay. It's okay. The fantasy is still there.
I won first place in one of the largest in the country. I wouldn't necessarily call it a national event, but it's one that's hosted every year by a beard product company called Mad Viking. It usually runs 200 or 300 competitors, so it's pretty large. I won first place 8 to 12. Went back 2 years later and got second in their over 12-inch category. It's the only second place, I believe. Sorry, my cat is on my desk right now.
I just heard. I was gonna ask. I was like, is that a cat? What is that? It's like, did one of y'all squeak a fart out? Like, what is going on over there?
That would be my cat climbing across my.
Right across the table.
But anyway, I went back 2 years later and took second place in the 8 to 12-inch category, and I think that's the only second place I have in the 8. No, I have 2 second places in 8 to 12-inch, and I think 3 first places. So in the over 12, sorry.
They're literally sitting right next to you if you can't remember.
That's incredible. Incredible. Yeah.
I actually got
that's
pretty sick
lady-
Halloween themed skate deck both times I've placed in that competition. They
Hell yeah.
They do a decorated skate deck for them. They're pretty sick. So
I was gonna say Lady Gator is the ultimate first place prize, right? That's
oh
all
yeah,
that matters.
always.
That's all that matters. And you guys have a baby on the way, dude. Congratulations again. I want to memorialize this forever. You guys are having a baby. That's insane. I remember when he had no hair on his face. Like
yeah, he's known me that long.
I know what his face looks like underneath that thing. It's been that long. That is crazy, dude. So congratulations again to both of you.
Underneath it, because I've seen pictures.
My wife has seen my face. She won't let me. I'm stuck with facial hair forever. She will not let me ever shave my face again. Every time I even bring it up, I'm like, it'd be really nice to shave my face once in a while. And she's like, no.
Gator's single if he does that.
That's pretty much what she told me. She's like, nope, you have a baby face and I don't like it. I'm like, all right, well, fine.
Well,
I guess
I'm extreme baby face without the beard.
Yeah, but you can grow it back in like 3 days. Mine takes like a year. Like, oh man, you used to take. Did you used to take supplements for your beard or something? Like sort of prenatals or something to make your hair grow?
No, I've taken lots of stuff for working out back when I first started with our company, but back when you hired me on back in the day. But I have never taken anything for hair growth or nail growth or anything of that nature.
That's awesome, man. It's all natural. That's great. That's super cool. So the Twitch thing. So okay, like I'm trying to meld this all into like a story. So you guys met and got together before Twitch, right?
Yes.
Okay. And so let's sidetrack a second. How did you guys meet? How did you guys meet? Tell us the story.
Do you want to tell it?
I was gonna say, do you want to tell it?
No, you tell it. I want to hear it from you, Lady Gator.
It was 2019. I just turned 21. He was a bouncer at my hometown bar, and I just thought he was the cutest thing ever. And anytime I would go in there, I would always see him, and I'd just like flirt with him a little bit, like call him babe or baby, and he never caught it. So a couple years later, this is a long con. Yeah. Okay. We're going on what, 5 years of knowing each other? Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple years later, scrolling on Tinder, he pops up, and I'm like, "Hey,
I know that guy.
You.
I know that beard."
And it literally took me that message, him responding, and then the next message I sent him my number, and the rest is history.
Incredible. And they say that you can never meet anybody online. I mean, I guess you guys had met beforehand, so it was kind of like, it wasn't like you guys met online. You guys had seen each other in person and kind of had a feel for each other before. So yeah, that's awesome. That's incredible. That's great. That'll be fun to tell the grandkids. How did you and Grandpappy meet?
Well, it's funny because my mom and my stepdad actually met at the Electric Cowboy. So it's kind of like...
Is that place still around? Are you talking about the one in Little Rock?
No, the one in Texarkana.
I didn't know there was one in Texarkana.
The one in Little Rock is still around. The one in Texarkana is closed down.
Dude, the last time I went there, I think I was with you. And the last time I went to the Electric Cowboy, we walked in, I got a beer, some sort of like techno version of Achy Breaky Heart came on, and I was like, this is the worst. This is awful.
Good old honky tonk.
I mean, that's not much further from the bar that we met at that I was working security at. You know the bar. You know the bar.
Oh yeah, the floor exploded. Everybody loved it. I like the bar that you worked at too, man. I had a lot of fun there. That was good. It's good
I
times.
just think
It's
funny
different.
because- Go ahead.
We did throw a concert that no, you didn't play at you played at Harley Davidson. You didn't play at the actual bar, but you were there.
I was there. Yeah.
I just
I
think
sh-
it's
I
funny
show
that
up.
whenever we met, you were actually dating my best friend at the time.
Ooh, it's about to get rough. We're taking this.
It was funny.
Jerry.
She's the one who actually introduced us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny how that works out. You know,
Yeah, now
obviously,
I'm
hopefully,
married,
there's
I'm
no
married
ill will
again.
with her, right? There's hopefully that
God,
she's cool. She's okay with everything. She's not like mad about it. Okay.
I don't think
don't
any.
know.
I was gonna say I don't think any of us are still on speaking terms with her.
Mm-mm.
Okay, but it's fair. That's fair. That's a fair reason. So okay, so let's fast forward. You guys are together, and you guys are now living together. And then, how did the Twitch thing come about? Like, what was your inspiration to become like not only a separate gaming entity, but also like a formed unit gaming entity? Because you guys stream separately, but you guys also do a lot of stuff together, right?
Yeah, we game together. We stream separately. I think mine was my buddy Rich. I used to work with him, and then found out that he streamed, and ever since then I've wanted to do it.
So she wasn't a gamer like in the least bit when we started dating, but of course I've always been a gamer pretty much since the original Nintendos came out.
Yeah.
So I went probably our first 6 months of dating without touching my console hardly.
Not my choice.
And then one day I just got her talked into playing Call of Duty of all games. And she dove right in and started playing, and there's been no turning back from gaming. There's lots of days where she wants to come home and game, and I'm like, I'm ready to just relax.
Yep.
But my inspiration had to have come from you. I mean, I thought about it forever. I've been on your streams with you before. I'm usually a little bit more of the quiet, reserved, like keep to myself kind of person, and
except when you're dropping my baby on his face.
Oh my god!
Oh, you haven't
did
heard
he
that
not
story?
did he not tell you that story?
Damn.
My oldest. No, we'll segue for a second. So my oldest, he's doing a stream with me, and he's over here, and he's streaming with me, and I can't even remember what we were playing, but my oldest came in here, and I think he had just learned how to walk, and he was not walking very good, and so Gator like put him down, and like as soon as he set him on his feet and kind of let go, he just like fell forward and just like face planted the side of the desk. Don't do that with our kid.
Well, now I'm pretty sure that he was holding onto my fingers and was trying to kind of walk, and he just, inexperienced with a baby, he just released my fingers out of the blue, and I wasn't ready for it. So it's
always keep your hands there and ready.
No, I definitely wasn't ready.
he turned out fine. He does this weird Twitch thing now. It's okay. It's fine. It's cool. It's cool. Worse things could have happened. It's okay. It's okay. Anyway, back to it. So you found Twitch for different reasons, but you guys decided to do it together.
Oh yeah, for years I've watched your streams, popped in and out. Still, again, always been the silent type in chat. Had wanted to kind of get into streaming as much as I like gaming, but always wanted a PC to break away from console and get on PC and play games on PC. And in November, we were at her family's for Thanksgiving, and we woke up one morning and her buddy Wrench was doing a morning stream, and so I got into his stream and started talking, and we became the couple that was always in everybody's streams. If one of us saw that they were live, then the other one jumped in, and everybody's like, "Oh, y'all should stream, and we're like, "We'd love to," and then things just kind of fell into place the beginning of this year for us to have to buy two of everything. I mean, we bought two PCs, 2 cameras, 2 mics, 4 monitors. It was 2 desks. It's a big venture for us, but as much as we love it, it's just something we dove into head first.
Yeah,
Worth
keep it
every
up.
penny.
I know that I know that you guys are both enjoying it a lot, and Lady, you are a totally different person when you're on stream. You're very outroverted and boisterous, I guess would be the word, and it's awesome to see. It's cool because like it seems like an outlet for you to just like let loose and like let all this energy out and stuff, and I think that's crazy awesome. And for you, Gator, like you've always been like kind of an outroverted person, you know, like you like going to bars and meeting new people and like having conversations, and you know, so I guess like for you to try and bring that over to like the gaming world and try to get into streaming and stuff, I think it's awesome, man. I think I'm very happy for both of you that you guys are getting into this endeavor. I think it's awesome.
We love it. We've already made so many friends just in what 8 months, 9 months now since I started watching Twitch again. I mean, for the longest time, it was you were the only one I followed, and then White Chili because I know him.
Yeah.
IRL, and then it started growing exponentially.
You know, he's friends with T-Pain now. That shit crazy.
Yeah, I actually listened to his episode, and that was pretty wicked.
Yeah, dude. No, he's awesome. That's awesome. He's doing some big stuff. I love it. So I'm gonna open up the floor to you guys with the Twitch thing. Do you guys have any like projects coming up or like special events, or you know, if you guys want to give shout outs? I got both of your channels listed down below, so you guys watching at home, definitely go follow them on Twitch. Find them. They're both incredible people. You will not regret it. But do you guys have anything cool coming up, or like a consistent schedule you guys want to toss out there?
We're gonna get back into, now that we're starting to ease out of our busy season at work and slow down. We're gonna get back to, we play FPS, Fortnite. Well, actually, third person, I guess, more third person anymore. Fortnite.
Old Fortnite.
Yeah. What's that other one that we play? Rogue Company. But we play Phasmo. I like to get into a lot of the horror theme stuff if I can.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get a kind of a rotation in. We do kind of a community Fortnite custom night on Friday nights.
I make fun of it, but Fortnite is awesome, dude. I've never had a bad experience playing that game. It's always so much fun.
And when Gator hates the fact that I want to play it all the time.
When we get into playing customs, and you can play like essentially like Among Us, Fortnite. There's a lot of stuff. Gun game, old school gun game. If you ever played gun game on Call of Duty,
where's prop hunt? Where's
prop
hunt?
We play.
Is that a thing?
It is. Mm-hmm. It is. Prop hunt in a giant shopping mall.
Dude.
Where you don't get assigned items like you did in old school Call of Duty. You actually get a prop gun, and so you can point at pretty much anything and click on it and become that item.
I might have to start playing Fortnite again, because that's fun. I got dragged into it by one of our mutual friends through White Chili, actually, our friend Kushner. She like begged me to play Fortnite with her, and so I finally broke down. I was like, you know what, for you, because I love you, I will play this game, and I have had so much fun every time we played it. I haven't played anything with the new updates or anything, so that sounds like a lot of fun. I want to play some prop hunt soon. That sounds cool.
Oh yeah.
It took me a minute to get into Fortnite just because of like.
It has a stigma. It has a stigma around it.
Okay. Different angles, like the different view of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's the second video game she's ever played. I mean, she started out on Call of Duty 9-10 months ago, and we just kind of got tired of Call of Duty, and we got tired of some of Call of Duty's views on the world that we just on top. Yeah,
there are so many good 2-player co-op games out there that I think you guys would really enjoy that aren't first-person shootery too. Like there's a lot of adventure type games, and something that one of me and my other friends like to do is me and her will play like these escape room type games. There's actually one for free on Steam that's called We Were Here. I think you guys would like it a lot because it's like you guys both have walkie-talkies and you're in different parts of this castle and you have to figure out puzzles. So like one person is feeding the other information to figure out how to get the puzzle and progress to the next room.
I think I saw something on that here recently. It does
so
look. I was actually going to suggest it. It looks like a ton of fun.
Yeah, I think you guys would like stuff like that. But yeah, no, I mean, like Fortnite's a great start. Like that's what I love about gaming. Like it doesn't have to be super difficult or like competitory. You know, like there's tons of games out there that you guys can just kind of let loose and have fun too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, and games aren't as expensive as when we were on console all the time. We have to buy 2 copies of everything. So
yeah,
you got a lot of free games in today's day and age, or you have a lot of games that are like $10, $15 a piece that are, I mean, Phasmo, it's like a $13 game. It's phenomenal. I watched somebody play it one night on a stream and was like, hey, I want to learn to play that. And as soon as we got PCs, that was one of the first games I bought.
But you can always do Game Pass too. It's $15 a month a piece, but then you get like the AAA titles like Starfield is on there right now, and I'm like trying everything I can not to play it because I'll get sucked in for 100 hours plus.
Yeah, we actually I have Game Pass. I don't remember if we've got it on Wifey's computer or not.
I don't think I have it.
But I've played quite a few off of there, and we got a bunch of friends that are running around playing old school Halo now, and so it's like it's really hard not to get sucked into playing something of that nature.
Yeah. Yeah, the Halo, you can knock that out in an evening or two. Like it's
well, they're playing like one of them. A couple of them are grinding the rank multiplayer online. So.
Oh, you're talking about Halo Infinite?
Yes.
Okay. I was gonna say, man, that was why I got out of Halo. I stood in line for 6 hours outside of GameStop at the release of Halo 3, right? And I beat Legendary mode that same night, and I was so pissed off about it that the next morning I took my Xbox, all of my Xbox games, everything back to GameStop, and I traded it in for a PlayStation. I was like, fuck this game. I was so mad. I got one night of enjoyment out of that after standing in line for 6 hours. I was mad. But yeah, no, nostalgia. The nostalgia is there, and I do love playing Halo. Wait, did you say you guys had anything coming up? Did you say you were going to work on a consistent schedule? We got sidetracked. I'm sorry.
We are. We're talking about essentially
Sunday.
We're gonna we were originally have been doing like Friday through Tuesday, and then we're talking about with her work schedule changing up with us going into the slow season, probably going to be more Wednesday through Sunday.
Okay.
We were talking Fortnite Wednesdays, Rogue Company Thursdays, of course Fortnite Community Night on Fridays.
Fortnite Fridays.
Yeah. Saturdays would be when we could do a longer Saturdays and Sundays would be our opportunities to do longer streams. So like a Phasmo night, and then
we do
kind
spooky Sundays.
Spooky Sundays and a you call it on Saturday.
I love the alliteration. You guys have like it's cute. That's adorable. Like the spooky Fortnite Friday, spooky Sunday. Yep. Like it's so good. It's so good. Yeah, dude, consistency.
Get back into that stuff.
it'll carry you a long way too, man. People are creatures of habit, and so like if you're streaming the same times every week, people get used to that just being like that's where they are on those days, you know. And so I don't know. It's good to throw a monkey wrench in there too every once in a while. Like throw like an extra stream, like a surprise. Like surprise, it's 9 a.m. on a Tuesday. Let's go, you know. Because like then you're hitting new people, new faces, and stuff that you've never seen before too. So,
it was Friday was my first. I got to go live at like 5 p.m. or something of that nature and stream for like 4 or 5 hours, and I was like, "This is awesome." We haven't gamed. We've been on vacation and with everything with work, and so
I game as much as I can. The motion sickness gets to me.
I'm sorry to hear that. That PlayStation VR used to do that to me, but the Oculus, the Quest VR, never gotten sick off of it.
It's more now that I'm pregnant.
Yeah, she doesn't get before pregnancy. She was fine, but now that Now that she's got a bun in the oven, it's motion sickness.
Oh yeah,
It's
definitely
as long as the
be
baby
careful
will
with
let me.
that. Yeah, as long as you could say that after the baby comes out too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're dealing with that now, man. He is the angriest baby I've ever met. He has no reason to be angry either. He drinks so much, man. They told us, they were like, yeah, your newborn should drink like 2 to 3 ounces per feeding, like every 3
No.
hours or so. No, dude, he drinks like 4 ounces every hour. He is angry all the time. Like, I don't know where it came from. It's like he took all the angry energy from me and my wife, and just like, he's just an angry baby. He's just angry. It's adorable. It's really cute, but he is just super angry all the time. He furrows his brows and he just looks like mad all the time. It's like, dude, why are you mad? Like, you got a fresh diaper, you got 4 ounces in you. Like, you should be happy. You should be on cloud 9 right now. Nah, he's angry. He looks like a little Danny DeVito. It is nuts. Are you guys ready to answer some silly ass questions?
Do
you want to do these together, or do you want to do them one at a time?
Together.
I was gonna say, let's see where they go.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, the first one is, what is your plan for surviving a day in a haunted house where the ghosts challenge you to a series of bizarre contests?
What kind of contest are we talking about?
I don't know. It doesn't specify. I'm gonna say like weird games, like Twister or like checkers, or like, just like fun games.
I mean, we're competitive. We're both super competitive, so we're gonna
Halo.
We're
challenging you to Halo.
competitive, but I don't do well in haunted houses. Our 5-year-old does better.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
Our 5-year-old screamed less last year, and he was 4 then. So
yeah.
So maybe Gator would be the eyes, and you would just kind of like maybe blindfold yourself so you didn't have to look at the ghosts. Okay.
Yeah.
You just do the
blind
hands.
leading the blind. I'd go full force. Like, come on, let's rock this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Going all in. Start talking shit, try and get
Just
inside
hold
those
my
ghost
hand.
minds.
Full on Casper's uncles, cousins, whatever they were.
Yeah, those uncles. Dude, oh my God.
Casper's there. We're jamming out.
Core memory unlocked. I forgot that movie existed.
We watched it every Halloween. So
what were they? They're Stinky, Stretch, and Fatso, right? Those are the 3 uncles. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Dude,
so
I'm gonna watch that with my kid on Halloween. That sounds incredible.
It's
every
on
year.
most streaming services already. So
dude, that's awesome.
it's been we're watching. We dove into Yellowstone.
Oh yeah, I've heard that's really good.
It's good, but it's gonna take away from a lot of stuff with it being fall.
Right.
But we're both spooky people when it comes to movies and shows and stuff. So.
All those Korean shows on Netflix are freaking incredible, man. Sweet Home was really good. Obviously Squid Game is really good. There's one called The Silent Sea where they're like astronauts going to the moon or whatever, and they find like some weird shit on the moon. I don't want to spoil it, but they find some weird shit on the moon. It's really good. I'm glad that like Netflix is allowing and bringing in more culture and like other countries to like produce high quality content and shows. I think it's really awesome.
Yeah, we watch Squid Games. I've been our mutual friend's wife. She was watching, is it Korean Odyssey or something like that, where it's like Korean Ghost Whisperer?
Oh yeah, I haven't heard of that. It sounds interesting.
I think it's called Korean Odyssey or something. I've been really I've looked at it. I have a hard time watching things that are if they're not dubbed. And I think that was one that wasn't dubbed. Like you had to read the entire show, and I'm like,
I love subs, and I love seeing the original language because it matches like their lips and stuff. But also, I totally understand, and it's hard for us to do subtitled stuff too right now because we're always doubling and doing something else productive while we're watching TV.
I think that's our issue.
I can't hear.
But I think
can't hear anyway. I like reading.
I think our attention span with actually like watching something on the TV is so short. Like we'll listen to it, but unless we're just like glued to it, we're checking sports scores or Twitter or Facebook, or we're watching somebody stream while we're watching a movie. And so if I can't hear what's going on and I have to read what's going on, it's requiring too much of my attention at one time.
Can't do it. Brain overloaded. Brain is overloaded.
Done. Short circuit.
If you were a character in a time travel adventure, what era would you visit and how would you alter history? And
Ooh.
killing Hitler is off the table because that's a given. That's a given. Like if you could go back and do something else that wasn't. Well, it says time travel. You could go forward too if you wanted to.
You
but...
go forward or backwards. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I don't want to go forward.
Yeah.
If I could go back, I'd probably be one of those that went back and got like old sports scores and
Change them.
not change them, but just bet on them.
Right.
Lottery numbers, or give them to like family members. Now, granted, I probably wouldn't do that just because I like where my life's at right now, but be able to use it for our own future.
Well, that's the paradox, right? Like if you were to do anything back there, it could potentially change the future. But what if you did something back then that didn't affect anything at that time? Like you could go back and like buy like whatever $20 or $40 in Microsoft stock as soon as Microsoft started, right? Like a low enough amount, right? It's only like $40, but when they first got stock options, and so nobody would ever notice that, but then you just let it build up and you come back to now and then you cash them out. Like it would only affect from now moving forward, so you would still have your life presently, right?
Oh, for us it would be simple. I mean, it'd be go back to the beginning of crypto and just everybody go in and buy cryptocurrency.
Crypto's always crashing though. I mean, you would have to come back to now and then cash all that shit out, and you'd probably be the reason that the market crashed.
Yeah, but I mean, just I'm talking Bitcoins at 40,000 a share.
Yeah.
So I mean, you go buy, 20 shares when it first hit the market.
But you can only trade that though. Like you can't really cash that out, can you? Like banks, it's not federally backed. You can't just like take a Bitcoin to a bank and be like, yeah, let me get.
No, but it'd just be like you're trading the rest of your stock.
What are you gonna trade a $40,000 Bitcoin? I guess
you sell it back.
Oh, sell it back to somebody else buying Bitcoin.
Can you not? So I don't do crypto.
I don't know how it works.
I just watch the numbers. But it's just like, I mean, I did it with Doge. I bought a few shares of Doge when it first released, and they were talking about it skyrocketing. You just sell it like regular stock.
Thanks, Elon.
Yeah. Trick everybody. Good one. But I bought a certain amount of it and sold it just like it was a regular stock. So I just traded it back and sold it. And so I got that money that I made off of it back into my account. It wasn't much, but
maybe that's how it works. Every time I see it in like TV or movie, it's always like, oh, fuck, I'm broke. Wait a second, I have that Bitcoin from that one time. And like, they don't cash it out. They just like, I'll give you this Bitcoin for whatever, this car. And then they do it, like that's all of my financial information comes exclusively from streaming platforms. Like I have no
There's
idea.
definitely been like, oh, hire your hitman. Oh, it's gonna be 10 Bitcoin transferred to me.
Yeah.
I need you to hack into this. It's gonna be 2 Bitcoin. 5 Bitcoin.
The John Wick barter currency.
Yeah,
shit.
the gold coin shit.
They got a new series coming out, a prequel or whatever. But I don't know if it's going on anything good though. I think it's on something that nobody watches, like Peacock or something, where it's gonna be like the first season's gonna be on there, and that's cool. I like that other platforms are doing stuff, but it's also like I'm not gonna abandon like what I know, like I can't.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be tough to watch that without Keanu Reeves in it.
That too. AMC gets lucky when I do the 7-day free trial just to catch up on Walking Dead. Okay, they're lucky.
We're huge sports fans during football season, and so we've got a live streaming and all that right now. So
yeah.
we get it for about 3 or 4 months during football season. I guess it's like maybe 4 or 5 months during football season, and then cut it right back off right after football season's over. But
we still use your Netflix, and Netflix, if you're listening, your password sharing shit didn't work, okay? We still get Netflix.
Yeah, if I could, the number of people that if everybody that used my Netflix and my Disney Plus and all that would give me a couple dollars a month, like I'd it'd be paid for every month without me having to do anything.
That's true. That's true. We got Crunchyroll if you want. If you guys ever want to get into anime, like that's usually our barter chip. Everybody else gives us their passwords for streaming platforms, and we're like, hey, if you want Crunchyroll, we got Crunchyroll.
See, and I've watched, when it comes to anime, what is it? Seven Deadly Sins is, I think, about the only thing that
And that's
I've
on
watched
Netflix.
fully.
And
It
it's
is on
good. I
Netflix.
like it, but it's not anime. That's like a really nice looking cartoon.
It's probably why I watched it so easily.
Dude, it is. It's good. It is really good. But like, man, there's things like Demon Slayer that's just incredible that you start watching and you just can't look away. It's just so good.
There's
It's
just
so
so
good.
many good shows out right now, and so much more dropping that it's like it's hard to start a new. I'm a very anxious person, so I'll honestly rewatch the same show I've seen 10 times before starting a new one.
I'm so scared of falling down that rabbit hole though, because like it seems like everything comes out at the same time, right? So like 1 month you'll get like the new season of like 3 different shows, and you're like, oh fuck, I'm so excited. I'm excited to watch these new seasons, and so you watch those new seasons, and then you're like, well shit, now I have nothing to watch, and it's like, should I restart something? But then if you do, then the next month when the new seasons of those other 3 shows come out, then you're like, well damn, now I'm caught up in this, and I don't know. We got a pretty good system. We got a pretty good system right now.
We just live under utter chaos when it comes to that.
Yeah. What's your plan for surviving a day in a forest where the animals have formed their own government and require you to pass a citizenship test? These are so complicated.
That one's deep.
It is.
Living a day in a forest. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
We're taking over the government. Like
Taking over the animal government. That's your plan. Is you're just
that's my
gonna
plan.
first day mutiny.
First day, I'm gonna
not-
come in. Well, I'm not gonna take maybe take over. It's not gonna be a hostile takeover. We're gonna come in and we're gonna befriend the government officials. And
We're just gonna convince them that we're smarter than the animals,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
we should be running shit.
Hey, we're good human people.
I mean, that's a solid answer right there. That's a solid answer. I would have gone immediately to like, I don't know, I would try to like convince them that I was one of them. I was just like a weird one.
Like what is it? What do they say in Nemo? Fish are friends, not food.
Yeah, fish are friends, not food. Exactly.
Well, I mean, I've got the furriness down, so I mean, I could
Yeah.
probably work along that convincing
Sit there,
some
scratch
of
your head a
them.
little bit.
Yeah, I'm one of you. Just I'm like long beard.
I mean, you're furry enough. Yeah, you could be like, I'm Bigfoot. There's only one of me running around here.
You're Wookiee.
My
That's
tail's
good.
just on my chin and not my rear end.
Just go in and do your Wookiee sound. It'll be all right.
Some of these seem unanswerable. This next one's like, what would your strategy be for a thumb wrestling match against a robot with 6 thumbs? You can't win that. This dude's got 6 thumbs. High five.
There's no tricking a robot with 6 thumbs.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless they're all thumbs, and then they can't truly hold your hand, and so it wouldn't be a game of thumb war.
True.
Oh yeah, that's true. It would not be able to actually physically partake. Here's a deep one. Describe the taste of success and how does it compare to failure?
I've seen highs and lows, so I've experienced it all, just a little bit here and there. I can tell you I've learned more from the downtime. But when turn around and you're successful at anything, for me it's been career backed mainly. It's a enormous feeling to know where you're at and know where you're going and things of that nature. It's more of a calming and a sense of being home when you're successful, versus being fearful when you're failing.
His answer is so much better than mine.
I was gonna say that's really deep. That's really deep, but I do have to call him out because I think the first thing he said was like lyrics from an Anne Murray song, and I'm over here in my head like, I've seen fire and I've seen rain, I've seen sunny days I thought would never end.
I think anybody can claim that they've seen success and failure. It's about failing and learning from your failures so that in the future you know how to succeed.
That's true. What's that acronym they always used to teach us about? What does FAIL stand for? First attempt in learning, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And no, you hit the nail on the head, man. I always
I feel
fuck
like
up
you've got
that
more
idiom.
successes than I do.
I always fuck
I've been
up that
pretty
idiom.
low in life.
Yes, yes, but like he said, you learn more from the downtimes. Like you learn more about yourself and about other people, and like especially the people around you. And then like once you get out of that and get to like a more successful spot, like you learn like more about how strong you are and like how much you can overcome to get to that better part. In the I don't know how to say this, but I was talking to somebody about it recently, and there's an adverse to that as well. They always say like, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? And so like, you don't ever feel like you're stronger, like when you come out of stuff. Like you don't feel like you're stronger after you go through some shit, but you are. But it's just because like that becomes the norm. And so like whatever the next obstacle that comes along, now you have to overcome that. And after you overcome it, you don't feel any stronger. So it's like, it's kind of like an unseen thing. I just thought that was really interesting.
I know I couldn't have.
Got real deep for like.
We
quick.
did.
We do that, dude. This podcast is roller coaster. Buckle up, Lady Gator.
I know, like looking back on life, I couldn't imagine starting off with the highs, because missing out on all of those lessons. And you've been around for a while, so whether it be career path or life in general, I've been down pretty low at quite a bit.
Yeah.
And so without that though, like I'm not who I am today. I'm not a successful business runner. I'm without where I came from.
Exactly.
At one point in time when you hired me on to the company that I'm currently with now, I was working, or once you hired me on, before I moved up into management, I was working 70 plus hours a week just to try to maintain things.
Yeah.
So I think I went 2 or 3 months.
Yeah. You were miserable.
I think I went 2 or 3 months there without a single day off, like just 7 days a week, just nonstop. So
that's a message to all you managers and would-be managers out there. Don't ever screw people over. Hire people to replace you someday. Hire people. Don't hire employees. Hire managers and train them to be you. Give them opportunities. Help them move up and succeed in the world.
Train everybody that comes into your business as if one day they're going to take your spot. Mm-hmm. Don't be scared of that, because while yes, you are giving somebody an option to replace you, it also shows where you're at as a manager and a leader.
It's humbling. It's humbling,
Yeah,
managers aren't above their employees. They do the same job with extra shit piled on for a little bit bigger of a paycheck.
Big time.
So do the wives.
That's true.
Yes,
that's absolutely true.
With a much smaller paycheck.
That is also true and very sad. Oh man. Hopefully the world is going to a better place with that. I have to believe in my heart of hearts that things are going to get better for a lot of people real soon.
Oh yeah.
I have to.
It's got to. We can't go any further backwards.
Well, I was going to say we got kids, man, and I refuse to believe that we're bringing our kids up into a world that's just going to keep getting shittier,
Yeah. Why would we be bringing kids into a world if we didn't believe that it was going to be better in the future?
Because sex is fun. I don't know.
That too.
No. But seriously. Yeah. No, it will. I think it will. Anyway, if you could create a new holiday, what would it be called and how would people celebrate it?
I don't know what it would be called, but it would definitely be a holiday around like EDM festivals.
So like National
And it'd be
Rave
like
Day.
Yes.
Yes.
That would be pretty wicked.
Okay.
And like the entrance fee would be 1,000 times cheaper
Okay.
That's for sure.
than all these other festivals.
Is it like the
'Cause these
Purge? Are
other
people
festival prices are ridiculous.
allowed to do drugs without fear of incarceration on this
care.
day? Okay.
That would be that. Yeah.
That'd be
One
an
day,
automatic.
one day a
because
year.
You can't go to a
Yeah.
festival and
It'd
not
be
experiment.
trip, roll, your choice.
I say that when I've only been to.
You haven't
shows?
been to a festival.
I haven't been to a festival, but I've been to shows.
We've been to some pretty big. I've taken her to
And-
some pretty big shows.
Right.
But yeah, trip, roll, get high, get drunk, do you.
Do you, boo boo?
Don't break any other laws though.
Yeah. I could see that. I could
The
see
only
it.
law you can break is trip roll.
Oh my god, it's been almost like fuck man, it's been close to 20 years now. Almost 20 years, but I went and saw Snoop Dogg and 3-6 Mafia at Memphis in May
Oh.
and ate a large amount of mushrooms. And like
I'm sure.
it was raining, and so the mud was like a foot deep, and so it felt like I was
Ooh.
walking on the moon the whole time. It was incredible.
It was like this year's Burning Man, but it
Yeah.
Memphis in May.
See, now that I'm older though, the Burning Man thing, that sounds awful. It sounded like it was a horrible experience out there. I wasn't
classified
trapped.
as a natural disaster.
Yeah. It's terrible. It's awful.
But,
they should check the weather next time before they do that shit.
Yeah, I like yours. I think mine would be like a spring Thanksgiving, 4th of July rolled into one.
Why?
It's food, just lots of food.
Food, family, cornhole, and beer.
Okay. I don't know. I think mine was better.
Yeah, I do. I do like a festival day, a rave festival day.
You're doing
Not even
both.
a day, it'd be like a
They're back to
national
back.
weekend.
You do the rave. You do the rave, and the next day is all family and food and like recovery.
The recovery day.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Doing back to back. Let's make a weekend out of it.
The recovery
We'll do-
day plus just more drinking.
Yes. It'll be like the first weekend holiday ever. Like it's never on like a
Yeah.
Monday or Tuesday. It's always on a Saturday and a Sunday.
That's good because my company would expect me to be at work if if it was a weekday.
I know. That's so sad. That's so sad. Oh man. How would you design a playground for grown-ups and what activities would it include? That's setting
God.
up.
So
That's a setup.
Yeah.
That's a setup.
No comment.
I plead the fifth. Now, so for my birthday a couple years back, we went to in north of Dallas at the Colony. They have a place called Andretti's, and it's a bunch of like VR gaming throughout the entire indoors and go-kart racing. If you add it, and I think did they have bowling? I was gonna say if you add bowling to
They
it,
had the little like the mini pin.
they had the
bowling.
duck pin bowling.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you added regular bowling to that and some more adult game type stuff, like a Dave and Buster's without having to pay for each game.
God.
I love you so much. It's like, how would you design a playground for adults? It's gonna have a bowling alley.
I was gonna say like unlimited food trucks and
Ooh.
cornhole and all that.
Ooh, yeah.
You could do. I mean, you could do lawn
I
games.
I like anything that's just dangerous because like even playgrounds now have like these giant spinning structures that have no way to tether you into them, and you just spin them and you just hope that you don't fly off and die, and like they're fun. I like those.
I mean, it could be it could be indoor outdoor. I mean, you could have the indoor and you could have an outdoor like amusement park rides and food trucks and.
It'd be called adult playground. No babies allowed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Must be at least 5 foot tall to ride the rides.
Kind of what you guys are talking about. I went to this, imagine a Walmart sized like arcade with like bowling alleys and karaoke rooms and all that stuff. We went to Oklahoma City for another friend's wedding recently, and this shit was insane, man. They had like probably 28 rows of like crane machines inside there, where, you know, like each one only had like a specific type of prize, and it was a ripoff. Like you would have to spend like $30 on any one of them to win anything out of them, but it was really pretty to look at, and I just thought it was kind of a cool concept.
I think if
And,
you
like,
did something along the lines of like Andretti's or Dave and Buster's, you'd pay one small price for unlimited gaming.
Yeah,
not
see, like,
not get any prizes, just to be able to play the games. Yeah,
Yep.
that would be awesome.
not so like some of the new retro style arcades where you pay an admission fee and then just get to play all you want versus having to pay per game.
Right.
I would absolutely love that, because a lot of the games when we take the kiddo to Dave and Buster's, or we tried out the new Party Time. Is it Party Time? Main event that just opened up. And they're fun, but Jesus, you spend an ass load of money to do any of that anymore.
Oh yeah. All that stuff is super expensive. You get a plane ticket to Japan for cheaper.
Yeah.
No, it is. It's super expensive. Even like going to like the trampoline park, when we take our kid to the trampoline park, it's like super expensive. And you gotta buy. You can't bring socks. You gotta buy socks every time you go. And it's like, dude, come on now.
Yeah.
They're just socks.
They're just making shit up now.
Yeah. Thanks, EA Sports, for creating microtransactions. Really appreciate that.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah. But those places are fun. If you can afford it, it is fun to go do that stuff.
Yeah, that's one of those special occasion, like, hey, let's have a family night and go do something like this where we can just go have fun and
relax.
Yeah.
This
Let the
one's
kiddo run wild.
Yeah. This one's directed at you, Lady Gator. What is your spirit emoji, and why does it represent you so well?
Oh, goodness. I feel like a cat.
Like the cat emoji? There's several, though. Like,
Yeah.
there's the hard eyes cat one, the crying cat one.
Hold on. Pause.
She's got to look.
She's looking. Okay.
The laughing one.
The laughing one. Okay.
I always
Mine
send
is-
the laughing emoji.
Mine would be the crying one, just like the regular crying emoji with the tears running down its face, like streaming down. Because like that could be like tears of joy or like not having a good time. It fits any situation.
See, I only do that one whenever I get told no.
That makes sense. Makes sense.
Which doesn't happen often.
No. That's why I say the laughing one, because I'm always saying stupid stuff. Always.
We're all laughy people.
Yeah. What about you, Duck Dynasty? What's your spirit emoji?
Honestly, probably the facepalm emoji.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
That would
That's a
be
good
because
one.
he's married to me.
deal not you. I just deal with a lot of in my line of work. I deal with a lot of stupid people.
Oh my God, I don't know how you still are doing what you're doing.
And
Honestly,
he has me to cope.
In
Ugh.
today's day and age, the customer is almost never right.
Nope.
No.
Sam Walton was wrong when he said the customer's always right, because in today's
No.
day and age, everybody wants something for free.
She
But a
wants
seven-
$3.
But a $7 discount or a $7 refund can make that customer come back in and spend another $100. You know,
Yeah, that's true.
that mentality. No, I get it.
Today, for
I get it.
instance, she wanted her $3 and then that extra $1.
And she was just as happy as can be. I'm giving it to you. Okay.
They feel so entitled, and they have to have it, and it's like, all right, whatever, you know, you give it to them, they'll be back. What makes it still trips me out about that one lady that was like on PCP. Like I quoted her the entire price and was like, this is what you're doing with it. This is how much it's gonna cost. And then she came back and it was like $1 off, and she was like, oh no, I'm not paying that. It's never cost that much before. And I'm like, man, we had this conversation yesterday, and I told you exactly how much it was going to cost. And then she started quoting the Bible, but like mashing bits of the Bible together. She was like, when on Noah's Ark in the Book of Revelation, I was like, man, you're not even in the same testament anymore. Like, come on now, get your shit together.
Heck, I had one she came in and she had already had the equipment reserved. And she kept looking at everybody else saying, "Okay, baby. Thank you, baby. That's fine, baby." And they weren't even talking to her. And the next thing you know, she's sitting at the gas station across the street, chilling, like in the grass. So I'm just like, huh? How's that work?
It was a good trip day.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess so. She had to stop off and get a 40, drink that shit before she went anywhere.
I was like, how is this supposed to work?
We had that too. We had a lady that would be like, "You can't drink," and she'd be like, "All right, I won't this time." And she would always come back with a beer in hand, and we'd be like, "You asshole."
Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and be
Using-
honest. I'm glad Ray did that one today with the trailer. 'Cause he was high as a kite.
Yeah, I know exactly who Opto's talking about. She'd always come in and get equipment and use the equipment to carry her old beer cans to the scrapyard so she
Yep.
could buy presents for her grandkids.
Yep.
And we're talking like probably an 85-year-old alcoholic.
Hey, at
Yeah.
least she was using
Oh,
the
yeah.
money for the kids.
Yeah.
But,
I mean,
but
at least we think that's what she
Yeah.
told us.
Yeah.
she
That's what
would
told us.
literally come back and there would always be a tall boy
in the cup
in
holder.
the cup holder.
In the cup holder. And we'd be like, "Dude, we had this conversation." And it's like, you can't, I don't know. I would say good times, but it's not. Anyway, we are just about out of time. But before we go, it is tradition with each one of my guests. I'm going to shine the spotlight on both of you and put you on the podium. If you were in front of 1 million people and you had a chance to say whatever your message was to 1 million people, and now some people in the past have used it to spread message of like mental health awareness. Some people have just said, don't be an asshole, be kind to people. One person just said mommy milkers, which was really funny, and I appreciated that a lot. And then like also if you just want to promote your stuff and be like, look, we're the Gator fam, you need to come check out our shit. That is totally acceptable. It is your time to shine in front of 1 million people. What would you say?
Do you want me? You keep looking over. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna kind of roll off of what we were just talking about with the way people feel and think about actions, and say, especially in the adverse times that we're living in now, like treat others, and it's the same message everybody's ever given. The true treat others as you want to be treated. Like, I think now more than ever, we really need to embrace those around us and treat each other with kindness and love and compassion, and work towards making there's too much hate in the world today, and it goes to everybody, every race, every sex, every gender, sexual orientation, however you look at it. There's hate against everybody in today's world, and showing everybody that kindness and that love and that support and respect would make our world so much better than what it is in current state.
Absolutely. Lady Gator.
I don't like you, Gator.
Why?
Because you
Is that-
took exactly what I was gonna say.
That's her answer. That's why you just say mommy milkers and then cool, boom, 1 million people. That's fine.
Mammals nurse with mammary glands.
I don't know. I mean, same thing that Gator said. I mean, if you want to be treated a certain way, treat others a certain way.
We deal with a lot of people that come in and just straight disrespect, and it's like, I'm literally doing my job.
Yeah.
And it's
Like if you're frustrated, that's fine. Leave it at home.
You just made your day 10 times worse. You just made everyone's days around you 10 times worse. Like
Exactly.
That is, there is, I would like to speak on that though. Like, be mindful and aware of customer service, like anything in the customer service industry. Like, pay attention, because you can tell if a customer service agent is literally doing their job, trained the way that they were trained and following policies and what they were told from their superiors in order to get their paycheck. And you can tell if a customer service agent is literally just being an asshole and trying to screw you out of whatever. You know what I mean? Because it does happen. That does happen. There are people that just don't care, and like they it doesn't matter if you were wronged or whatever. And so there are times where you need to bring management into it and like, hey, I feel like this is incorrect, but there's a way to go about it. And, you know, you can still do that with class and without being an asshole, you know, but you should still show kindness and be respectful to people. Absolutely. 100%.
Add something to that. And you can cut it out if it's not allowed. Don't be racist.
Well,
why would that not be allowed? That's totally allowed.
I think
day and age, it's just.
I think that's why I kind of touched base on all of that, everything as a broad spectrum, no matter age, race, sex,
absolutely,
gender.
Don't be racist. Don't be sexist. Don't be feminist. You know,
don't be a freaking Karen.
Yeah,
like, damn it.
Don't just don't do any of that stuff. Treat everybody equally,
and treat your service industry people in customer service with kindness, because Lord knows the stuff that everybody deals with in customer service on a daily basis.
Unless they forget your honey mustard twice, that asshole Patricia.
Unless they forget a pregnant woman's sour cream.
Yeah.
Oh, Taco Bell did.
No, but again, like I said, awareness. if they're slammed, if they're super busy, you know, just be like, dude, I'm so sorry to bother you again.
If you're busy,
I need my sour
fine.
cream. I need it. I need my sour cream. But if there's six people there at the Denny's, if there's 6 people there at the Denny's and they got 8 people on staff, like, bro, can I have my sour cream, please?
Whipped cream.
Yeah. Can I have my shit, please? No, I get that. Anyway, thank you guys both again for being a part of this. I love you guys both. It was a lot of fun going to your wedding. Congrats again on the baby.
Thank you.
At the risk of making Gator tear up and cry, I am super proud of you in all endeavors of your life, man. I know it's been a long, hard road getting up there and doing that.
Thank you, and thank you for having us tonight.
For real.
It's been fun.
Absolutely. You guys at home, make sure you click those links. Go find them on Twitch. Bearded Gator, Lady Gator. They have a secret other account that they share together. If you go to one of their accounts, I'm sure you can find it though. And yeah, dude, show the love. Show some love to them on Twitch. Check out their streams. They're awesome. They do spoopy stuff, FPS stuff, Fart Night Fridays, Spooky Sundays. They're going to do big things, and I'm excited to do more stuff with them in the future. So until next time, this has been Wonder Bathos.